What's up, friends? This is Black Light. I feel like doing a little international. Y'all know I like to mix it up, so I feel like doing a little international news today. Um, Interesting story that I came across is that Nigeria is now no longer allowing for foreigners, whites, to be used in their promotion or advertisement. One of the big things and one of the big problems that they was having by this is because whenever there would be advertisement or commercials or anything like that, the majority of them would be people of European descent. And then not only that, in their own homeland, the voiceover for commercials and promotions would be done over in British. So the government, I guess they finally got hit by a bolt of light and we're like, okay, why are we having these foreigners come in that don't look like us, that don't sound like us, but are trying to sell us things, promote stuff to us and get our dollars, but they're not using our language, they're not sounding like us, and they're not looking like us. So the government's starting October 1st is doing a ban, and all people in any advertisement and promotions are going to have to look and sound like them, which makes sense to me.
About is that Nigeria has banned the use of white models in adverts. Hello and welcome to another episode of Nigerian Voices. My name is Adiswa Ebon. If you look past the clickbait title, you will find that what it has done is ban foreign models from advertisements in the country, so not just white models.
Look how beautiful that queen was, though, right here, though. I ain't gonna even hold you on that. Look at her.
From advertisements in the country, so not
Her.
just white models. From advertisements in the country, so not just white models. Look past the clickbait title, you will
Look at her. Check her out.
find that what it has done is ban foreign models from advertisements in the country, so not just white models.
So it's not just white models, it's all models. But they have to use that terminology because they don't want to seem discriminatory. But as we know, just like here in the United States, the most people, well, here lately it's gotten somewhat better. But we know that and when it comes to commercials, promoting things, advertising those type of things, they choose to most of the time they choose to use somebody that's European or European looking for doing model ads and promotions and commercials and that type of thing. So they said for all, but at the end of the day, they saying that the people gonna be looking and sounding like them, like you're not gonna be doing no voiceovers in British and trying to sell and promote to us.
Basically, anyone who is not of Nigerian heritage can no longer work in the country as models or voiceover artists. This is in a bid to encourage and build the use of local talent in the industry.
Okay, ban on the use of foreign models and voice-over artists on the Nigeria advertising media. In line with federal government policy of developing local talent, inclusive economic growth, and the need to take necessary steps and actions aimed at growing Nigeria advertising industry, the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ARCON, being the ethics, advertisement, and marketing communications regulatory agency of the federal government, has, in accordance with its statutory mandates, responsibilities, and powers as conveyed by the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria Act number 23 of 2022, bans the usage of foreign models and voiceover artists on any advertisement targeted or exposed on the Nigeria advertising space with effect from 1st October 2022. All advertising, and marketing communication materials are to make use of only Nigerian model and voiceover artists. Ongoing campaigns are permitted to run out their terms. However, subsequent applications for re-validation for continued exposure of such materials, not exposure of such materials will not be granted by the advertising standards panel. ASP. Advertisement agency, media houses, advertising community, and the general public are hereby enjoined to take note. Issued 22nd August of 2022. And I don't know if she's going to talk about it in this specific video, but this is now the law over there. And they have said that they are going to uphold the law, and people who violate this will be criminally charged. So that's how real this thing got.
The ban is set to go into effect on October 1st, 2022. So what do we think about this? Is it a good move or is it discriminatory? Well, you can argue that Nigerian representation in its local adverts and voiceover campaigns has gotten better compared to the past. Viewers see more familiar faces, people that look like them, and hear people speak in an accent they can understand, compared to when it was saturated.
Yeah, she just said, then they talk in accents that they can't even understand. Now, make that make sense. In your own country, you can't understand. Come on now.
By people with an American or British accent. This ban is expected to drive economic growth as local talent residing in the country will be at the forefront.
For me and for the association as a whole, it's a welcome development that at last the government is beginning to listen to us and doing the things and going in the right direction. So this now, what it's going to happen, that there'll be a thrust up of talents who before now didn't have a platform to express themselves.
This is not the first time the government has tried to enact a policy like this. It previously demanded that companies using a non-Nigerian model for a Nigerian ad should pay a $240 tariff. I can remember a time when it was an unspoken rule that to work in radio, TV, or do voiceovers, you had to adopt an American or British accent. You couldn't escape it. Everyone was making poor imitations of a foreign accent, and some made you want to stick a pen in your ear and drown their voices out. Or was that just me? I hope not. Music videos also featured foreign models until recently, when local vixens began to be used again. Maybe this ban will help Nigerians appreciate being authentically Nigerian, because many times what we see and hear in the media affects or influences our behavior. Some argue that.
And what she just said is so true. What we see on media, what we see in TV, we know this, it affects your view. Like it affects your outlook. And that's one of the things that blacks face globally. You have Europeans telling you, constantly showing you that this is what beauty is, this is what beauty looks like, this is what it sounds like, etc. So this is such a very powerful thing that the government is doing, especially with the kids that are growing up now, that are young and going to be starting to watch TV and commercials and music videos and all of those certain things for the first time. Then they're now being programmed that being black is beautiful, that being Nigerian is beautiful, being African is beautiful, etc. Because that's what they're going to see. That's going to be the standard. And you're not being shown something that's the opposite of yourself, that you're not always thrown in your face as this is what's beautiful, this is what you should look like, this is the best. You know what I mean? Everybody y'all know how the media game tries to dictate and tell people what's what and what's not, etc. So this is a very powerful move by the government, and more people on the continent, the other countries on the continent, should absolutely follow suit and do the same thing.
It is discriminatory because if a predominantly white country banned African models, it would be controversial. But is it discriminatory if a homogeneous country like Nigeria makes its citizens a priority? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. And that is it for today. My name is Adeswa Ebron. Thank you for watching Nigerian Voices. Until next time, have a good one.
So, like I said, I believe that's a really good thing. That is a really good thing because, like I said, media dictates and brainwashes so much and programs us, especially blacks, that little kids, just like they did that study where the kids had to pick between dolls, and they did the experiment, and all the little black kids wanted to pick the white doll, and when they asked who was good and who was bad, they picked the black dial for being bad and the white dial being good or bad or whatever. So I think that that'll do a lot for the minds of the community over there. I think that'll have a great positive effect. Now, while I got y'all on here, I want to share something else with y'all. Now, this is Miss Global Haiti 2022. Do y'all see that? Miss Global Haiti 2022. Now, I first came across this story through Lisa Cabrera, and I heard her talking about it, and so then it made me want to look at it because this is a problem. The reason why I think it's so important that what Nigeria is doing because Haitians, this is Miss Global Haiti, so she's representing Haiti. Now, y'all tell me, Miss Global Haiti 2022. Dr. Farah Furkan is currently at the Miss Global 2022 in Bali, Indonesia, representing Haiti. Now, this is who's representing Haiti. And what I just want to say about this, what's so bad? Let me see if I can go on her profile. I'm not even gonna go. But what's so bad about this is the fact that what is wrong with the people in your country to wear the way your women look and to buy your what your people look? To the little girls in that country, this is saying that represents beauty. This position represents beauty, femininity, being the best. I mean, to be Miss Global and represent the country of Haiti, this is what Haiti picked to represent them. And we know damn well Haitians are African descent people and they look black. And this woman sitting up here looking like a whole damn near like European. She's representing Haiti. So what is that saying to the little boys and girls and to the dark skinned people that are Haitian? What is that saying to them? And then what's sad about it, she mentioned some other countries that's doing the same thing that have European looking people, Jamaica. Now you know people in Jamaica is black and dark as hell. Ghana and Uganda all have European looking women representing them in these different pageants like that. So it's like saying that their women aren't attractive enough, they don't look good enough. This is the best, this is the best. Y'all know the stereotype or whatever. So anyway, no damn well, how the hell she represent Haiti and her ass look European as hell? Come on now. When people think of the Haitian or think of Haiti, they not thinking of no white woman with blonde looking hair and pale as hell. That is not what you think of when you think of Haiti, when you think of Jamaica, when you think of Ghana, when you think of Uganda. So I'm just saying, let's make it make sense. And it's a form of white supremacy. It's promoting white supremacy. It's promoting the idea that white is better, white is the best. You go get a white woman to represent your country in a global Miss Global pageant. So no one actually in your country or on your island is good enough to represent you. So you have to go outside to find someone to represent you. I mean, that's the statement that it's making. Like actions speak louder than words. And I really just think that's sad. I really do. But anyway, when I heard of what Nigeria was doing with the band over there, it just made me think of that story. So that's why I brought it up. But like I said, that's crazy to do that. And I think that other African countries should definitely follow suit and do the exact same thing. And I think that it would just be such a positive thing for the generations coming up. And y'all know, y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think it's right that Nigeria's doing that, that they're banning, not allowing other people come in, such as whites, primarily whites, because those are the ones that mainly are getting those promotion jobs, and they're using British accents for voiceovers instead of letting the actual people there when they are in advertisement or they are doing promotions, they take their voices away and change it to a British sounding person. So that's just all crazy how these people just can go in anybody's country land and just do foolishness like that. Why in the hell am I sitting here looking at somebody advertising, trying to sell me a piece of toast or trying to sell me a TV, a lawnmower, or something like that? And I'm sitting here a whole African, but I'm sitting here listening. You try to explain it to me with a British accent. Like, make that make sense. Or there's nobody in these commercials or advertisement you trying to sell to me, but none of the people look like me. Like, and I can't really identify with them. So once again, good thing that Nigeria is doing. Hope to see it on the rest of the continent. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Friends, like the video. Friends, please make comments. And this is Black Light, and that's going to be all for now. Thanks for watching.